What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good? It's night right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating and drinking.
Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What's up? What's up? What's up, people? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I am back for yet another review. This is going to be our review, ladies and gentlemen, for Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 4. It is episode 3. It is entitled Thicker Than Water. I had to think about that. And it's written down, but I had to think about it. Anyway, so we start off with Amara La Negra. She's still arguing with her mom and her boyfriend or whatever about her career. At this point, we know who Amara is. We know how this goes. We've seen this storyline 1,000 times over. So I'm not really pressed about what she got going on. I did hear her talk about she was bulimic. I don't want to be insensitive, but was it working? I mean, unless she was just recently bulimic, but she talked about being bulimic since she was like 14. And Amara always been a chunky girl, not in a, not that there's anything wrong with being a chunky girl, but she's been thick and chunky. And I never really had a problem with her size. I thought she always had a good size, but I was like, you was bulimic? And she was still kind of chunky. I was like, I mean, she seems smaller now than she's been in the past. Was that the bulimia? Because I don't know if we saw parts of this bulimia in seasons past. I don't know. I hope she got help with it. I hope she's getting better. But I'm just saying, was it working? I'm just saying. Anyway, we meet new cast member Florence L. Luce. Now, here's my concern, Love and Hip Hop. How you gonna have people new to the cast and on the opening credits, and we don't see them until episode 3? Make it make sense. Like, they're on the opening credits. And they're new, which means we don't know anything about them. But you don't introduce us to them until episode 3. Who's in charge of this shit? Like, who's making these decisions? Moving on. She's a Haitian artist, and she owns some other businesses. One of them is a restaurant. Now, I'm trying to figure out, Miss Flo, how you are over here in full performance gear, but over here waiting tables and serving drinks. Like, girl, you still got on your thigh-high boots and you still got on your outfit with the fringe or whatever. Girl, what are you doing? And you came on here introducing us to your husband, who's allegedly, guess what we'll say for the show, your business partner and part owner of these businesses. So that means that he was aware that you had to perform. Also, that means that somebody probably had to make you and him aware that y'all were short-staffed that day. Which means that he should have had his ass there serving drinks, not you who just got through performance. Make this shit make sense for me, because that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, we can already see what production is going to try to do with the editing of her husband, whose name is Marlon. We see they're going to try and edit him out to be the flirt, the guy who's cheating, the cheating husband who's out here, who's the playboy out here sleeping and flirting with anything moving. We can already see that. It should not be that obvious to us that this is a planted storyline, that this is scripting and writing. Like, it's just horrible at this point. You're not even trying to go under the guise of this being reality TV. It's just all scripted at this point. It's stupid. We also meet her sister Gael. Now, we then see Noriega has a birthday party for his wife Neri. And then Ray J and Princess come. Like, have y'all not learned from what y'all did over there to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, that bringing these people from other franchises to another franchise does not work? Leave them where they are. I don't care. Probably everybody on every franchise of Love and Hip Hop is in Miami at some point. That doesn't mean that they need to be on the show. They can stay on their show and not y'all don't do well with this mixing of franchises, and y'all don't do well with that. So y'all trying to kill off Love and Hip Hop Miami like y'all don't kill off Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, just kill the whole franchise. Just kill the whole show, all franchises. It's stupid. Anyway, and then I guess they knew that they were pissing us off, and they knew that they had done got under our skin, and they knew we was about to flip the channel, turn it off, stop writing our notes, and quit reviewing this show. And they said, you know what? Let's bring the people back in. So they gave us Ace Hood, half naked, with all of that chocolatey goodness all over our television screens. And I was distracted. I don't even know what the hell him and his wife was talking about. I have no clue. And so I guess that's their way to try to reel us back in, because they know at this point we're just pissed off. They know at this point we want no parts of what we've seen on camera. So they gift us with Ace Hood half naked. It's only gonna work a few times unless you throw in a print or two, and then you'll have me hooked. But seeing him all looking all good with all of that chocolate goodness all over his body did go a long way. Oh Lord, to keep me watching. But that only gonna get you so far. Anyway, him and his wife talked about something. I don't even know. I don't know. I was distracted. Anyway, Florence goes to this place where she's planning to open a beauty bar. And so the construction companies don't seem nowhere close to being ready to for the opening, which is in 2 weeks. Now she's supposed to open it on Haitian Flag Day. Haitian Flag Day, I think it's May 18th. But in Miami, that has a huge Haitian population. It is a huge day in Miami. Like for the Haitian community, there are 2 days that you know are big. Haitian Flag Day, which I think is May 18th, or somewhere around there. It's in May, I know that. And then there's Haitian Independence Day, which is January 1st, which happens to be my birthday, where they cook soup jumu and all of that. And so if you never had that, ask a Haitian person when New Year's Day come to cook you some soup jumu, or give you, because they probably already cooked something, give you somebody else. It's good. Trust me. Everybody got their own recipe for how they cook it. Listen, I think I've gone to several dozen Haitian people house to have soup jumu, and everyone is a little different from the other. It's kind of the same concept, but every single one is the same. Also, if you're gonna go there, have you some griot too. If you're just looking for something to eat, some griot and some soup jumu. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's on Haitian Independence Day, which is January 1st. Anyway, but they don't look like they're gonna be ready. She did says, "Well, I'm gonna do this interview here while I'm here," and then while she's doing the interview, she's telling the people that they need to quiet down. But you just told them that they need to be. You can see that they're nowhere near being ready. You can see that, and you telling them, "Oh, y'all need to quiet down and don't do all of that sawing and all of that stuff and making all that noise." Okay, which one you want, ma'am? You want them to finish this, or you want them to quiet down? Because they're not going to be able to do both. A mess. Anyway, Noriega and his wife go over to Ray J and Princess house, because apparently they done bought a new house or something in Miami. So they had this whole plan about Noriega and Ray J trying to cook for them. This shit was stupid. This was just dumb. It was boring. I didn't really care. Moving on. Florence is at home with the family. Three beautiful Haitian little boys, Haitian son, three beautiful kids. And it's a beautiful family. She's beautiful. Her husband is beautiful. Just a beautiful Haitian American family. And it was great to see. I think, like I said earlier, production is trying to, cast this picture. We already saw, I had already wrote down, yep, they're going to make him out to be the playboy out here cheating on his wife left, right, and sideways. That's the edit that we're going to get for him. I guess that's what he signed up for. I don't know how much of it is what is true, but it seems like it's just for a plot line or a storyline. It just comes off that way. It ain't great acting. It's not great writing to help that bad acting. It's just a damn mess. Amara and DR walking with her mom. I ain't give a shit. Moving on. Sheila meets up with her mom. Now we get a little backstory. Sheila is Ace Hood's wife. And we get a little backstory about her. She's half white, half black. Her mom is white, her dad is black, but her dad left her mom, and her mom remarried a white man. And so her sister is white, her mom is white. She grew up in the house being the only black person in the house. Now her dad has other kids, but she don't know none of them. So she was talking about that. And so she did this little thing where she wanted to honor her mom and do something special for her mom for Mother's Day and so forth. And her having the miscarriage has made her appreciate her mom more and so forth. And so they had a little moment of whatever and so forth. She talked about how, her mom clearly ain't know nothing about raising a black woman because her mom ain't a black woman. So I'm glad that, later on in life, it looks like she found her place and found other black women to be around that could truly help her with, navigating through life as a black woman, not having been raised around black people, because that's difficult. That's just like, you hear the stories about, um, you read as a child the stories about animals being raised by other animals that are not their animals. I think it was the ugly duckling story kind of thing, where the ugly duckling wasn't really a duck, it was a swan. And until it got around other swans, it didn't know how beautiful it really was and didn't appreciate, and nobody else really appreciated it. That's kind of like what um I'm figuring Sheila had to go through it. And probably as she got older and was around more black people, she began to, find her place and all of that stuff. So interesting story there. Amara ends up meeting with her boyfriend and telling her boyfriend, listen, I'm going back to Miami. I need to handle some stuff over there. He don't want no parts of it. But we all knew that Amara was going to choose to go back home with her mama, because that's what Amara does all the time. She always chooses the mom. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or in between. I'm just saying that we've seen this 1,000 times over. And then we kind of knew what the boyfriend was going to do too, because as you can see, this show is now about proliferating stereotypes, and the stereotype is that Hispanic or Latinx men are, oozing with machismo and male chauvinism, and that's the only part of the Latinx community that you can show, which is the proliferation of these horrible stereotypes. And he plays right into it and gives the camera everything that they want, right into it. Just a mess, just a damn mess. We end with Flo and her sister at her beauty bar location or whatever that still ain't ready. She give me that she might do that shit every day, like find ways to interrupt what the construction people got going on. That's probably why they ain't done. Anyway, so the sister, Gael, I think her name is, said that Flo's husband slept with her girlfriend. Now, I didn't know if she meant her girlfriend or her girlfriend. I don't know which one it is. Either way, it's bad business. But I don't know how much of this I believe, because I guarantee you there is no way that your sister's husband sleeps with your girlfriend or friend girl or whatever she is to you. And that's not how you start off the conversation. You don't even, when you get off the phone with the person that told you, say, sis, sir, bitch, you need to come over my house. I need to tell you some shit. Or, hey, where you at? This can't wait. I just got off the phone with such and such. Your brother-in-law is over here cheating on you with such and such, because that's your sister. You don't want your sister hurt. And so I shudder to believe that they waited. Because even if you look at the conversation, it was later on in the conversation, just as a side note, as they just happened to be talking about her husband and stuff, you would have led off with the fact that her husband, your brother-in-law, is cheating on your sister with either your girlfriend or the woman you're sleeping with or your friend girl, whatever the hell. You would have led off with that if y'all that close of sisters. That's how you know this shit is all made up and scripted for a fucking storyline. And the husband is just playing his part. A mess. It went on from there. This is a whole damn mess. Just throw the whole show away. Throw the whole goddamn show away. And just give me a whole hour of shirtless Ace would not be good from there. I don't know how much longer I'm in for this, y'all. I can't see myself doing too much. That's all I got for y'all. You see me next week, look for me. If you don't, then don't look for me. How about that? That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.